Welcome to this short training video on the robot programming and operation. Automation has seen an increased popularity in the manufacturing industry. Some of the advantages include higher production output, lower labor costs, and more precision in the output of the products. Robotics have seen an exponential growth in industry. Consequently, students in institutes and universities are being introduced to the world of robotics. Consequently, assembly systems like the one we see here are being introduced in institutes and universities, and these sub-assembly systems have robotic arms like the one we have here, which is the Mitsubishi RV2AJ. The following presentation provides a short introduction to the programming and operation of this 5-axis robot.
Before starting this presentation on robot programming, we must emphasize the importance of the safety rules that apply in robot applications. The following safety rules must always be followed. Students must keep in mind that this equipment is dangerous due to its rapid movement and forces involved. Therefore, the following safety regulations must be clearly stated and understood by the user before starting any task. Never enter the workspace when servo power is on. Always make sure there is no one in the work cell before starting a program. Always give an audible warning before running the program. Always keep one hand at the emergency stop and observe the robot during its full operational cycle. Always write OVRD20 as the first line in any robot program. This limits the maximum speed of the robot and therefore limits the impact force in case of collision. Never load the robot with more than 2 kilograms. If the arm is operated at full stretch, limit the maximum load to 0.5 of a kilogram. Never leave the robot unattended when it is powered up. The following operational rules must be followed in order to prevent damage to the robot. Do not switch off the controller power while the robot has power on the servo. If you think the robot will cause a collision, press the emergency stop button immediately. Do not change the tool end coordinates.
This robot system consists of 4 components, which are the teach pendant, also called the teach box, the controller, the Mitsubishi robot arm RV2AJ, and the PC with installed software to be able to program and monitor the robot. Make sure that the emergency stop buttons of both the teach pendant and the controller are pulled out. Switch on the controller. In this presentation, we will use the Kozero software version 3 in order to interface with and program the robot arm Mitsubishi RV2AJ. The Kozero program is very versatile and provides the user with extensive control on the system. In this presentation, we will assume that the Kozero version 3 software has already been installed on the PC.
So now we are ready to start the programming proper. We are ready to start off by clicking on the Kozero icon over here. This window will open up. It shows us the various options available. We press on File and we select Project Wizard. At this point, this window will open up. We will give a project name and we will call it Robot Trial. After that, we give a program name. We will call it RT1. we will write who created the program, we create a fictitious name, the ideal student, and we type in the initials, TIS. In the description box, we can write something describing the project. In this case, we will write a demo of the pick and place operation using the RV2AJ. When we're done, we click on Next, and we get a second window. Over here, we have to select the robot model. Our model is the one on top. We press on it, and we get a number of default parameters. We will not change any of the default parameters. We leave everything as it is. Click Next, and on the third window, we can write here anything as regards version updates. We will write version 1. When we're done, we press Finish. So this window will open up. We can see on top that we've got a toolbar with various shortcut icons available. Then we have a number of windows. Actually, we've got 5 windows that we will explain in detail. The first window shows a graphical representation of the robot. It shows the axis and the robot position. The second window shows the RCI Explorer. Here we have various options that we can program to the robot and also get data from it. The third window will show the programming window. Over here we write the programming instructions proper in the form of a program. In the fourth window, we will have the positions that the robot will follow during the execution of the program. These 2 windows form the proper program of the robot. The final window is the messages window. Over here we get error messages and other important messages from the system showing us the status. We will start off by establishing a connection with the robot. We go on the RCI Explorer, right-click on Connect, and press Connect. We press OK, and at this point we have established communication with the robot, as we can see over here. So at this point we go on the toolbar. We need to acquire the position of the robot in the PC, so we select this icon, click on it, and as you can see, the computer has acquired the actual position of the robot and we're ready to start programming.